S90 is a main feature of this year's show. Let's just go and take a look at the Yanks on display there.
I'm down here with Fireman Harrison. Is it very difficult to operate a piece of gear like this?
Well, not when you've had the training.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't just sort of join the fire service and you're straight on working hydraulic platforms and turntable ladders. Right. You go through quite an exhaustive training program, and then it's all practice, of course.
Very briefly, how do you actually control the ladder going up and down there?
Well, the ladder's controlled by hydraulics, yeah. And there's a dead man's pedal which pressurises the system, and you have 3 levers, one to make it go up and down, one to make it go in and out, and one to make it go round.
How much training is it?
Technical, but
how much training is involved in before you can actually operate this?
You do a 2-week course actually operating.
Yeah.
In fact, when I did my training course, we came onto this race course, went up and down the steps and things, so to give you practice, yeah.
You enjoy doing events like this for the public?
Oh yes, yeah. You get to meet people and have a chat.
Here we are with one of the official gents, PC Tony Ashton. Tony, what sort of training's involved in driving at speed down motorways and catching the criminals?
Yeah, well, initially a policeman will go on a 2-week driving course to drive the panda cars that you see out and about on your streets locally. If he wishes to go any further than that, then he applies, and it's a 6-week driving course, an advanced driving course as it's called. That involves pursuit training, skid training, manoeuvrability, all that sort of thing. Also includes training for driving bigger vehicles, 4-wheel drive vehicles like the Range Rover, lorries, the lorry that we have, and eventually coaches and vehicles of that size.
What sort of speeds can you actually hit just on the training courses?
Generally speeds around about 100 mile an hour, perhaps a little bit more sometimes, but generally around about 100 mile an hour when it's safe to do so, obviously.
Do you foresee any trouble down here today, or are there a fairly good crowd down here?
They don't seem too bad. If it keeps raining like this, we shouldn't get any problems at all, though.
I'm here with Cliff Moore, who's the organiser of the whole show today. He's also very wet. Cliff, the weather's a bit disappointing this year, isn't it?
Well, it's the first time in 13 years it has rained. We've had the odd shower, but nothing at all. It's rained both days. And quite frankly, I'm amazed that we've still got the public we've got.
Yeah. I mean, once in 13 years isn't too bad, really. I don't suppose we can complain too much about that.
No, I think we've been lucky in a way that we've increased the marquees. We did that to cater for a large number of American cars that's entered this year. And as it happens, it's been the best thing we could have done.
When do you actually start planning a show like this?
Well, we're taking a lot of notes from this year that we will obviously build into next year's show. We will obviously cater for more marquees next year.
So it's sort of an ongoing process. You've got things going off all the whole time. What about organising things like the Americans to come down here? Is that particularly difficult to do?
Well, again, it's I delegate a lot, and the show's held together with a large number of people that are all enthusiasts. It isn't a commercial show in my eyes. It's held together through enthusiasts. And I have a local club that helps, and it's got the backing of Classic American magazine, and the editor of that magazine also helps to judge, and it's generally got the goodwill of that, and the sponsor this year of Philly Shave.
We've got an incredible amount of people coming down here over the 2 days. How many people would you say come down here on average?
Well, unfortunately this year we're down. I think we'll probably be about 10,000 people down, but still in excess of 20 for this year.
About 20,000 people are going to be looking around at these cars.
Even if the weather stays as it is, I haven't checked all the gates yet, but yes, we'll do 20,000 this year.
Do you have you must have a genuine interest in this. Do you own a car yourself?
Yes, I've owned several cars over the last 20 years. At the moment I'm building one from Yorkshire Street Rods. It's by Paul Haig, and that's a 31 Model A. It's got a 350 Chevy motor in it with nitrous oxide injection.
It must be fairly difficult. Just walking around the stands today, I thought it must be fairly difficult to get all the vehicles in here. Is it a long process of organising the thing?
It's well organised. It takes weeks and weeks of setting up and phone calls and exchange maps. And then on the night we throw all those away, and it's just mayhem for about 3 hours till everybody's in.
Well, it has all come together in the end. It's a huge success. Cliff, thank you very much indeed, and many more years to come, hopefully.
Thank you.
After many thousands of people have passed through the turnstiles this weekend, the Doncaster Custom Motor Show almost draws to a close. There's just one thing that remains to be done, and that's the presentation of the awards.
Best competition for £40 and a trophy. It's the Top Cat Peugeot of Dave Grady's. And best large van for £40 and a trophy. It's the CF Bedford of G. Johnson. Domination. Ooh, I'd like this one myself. What a motor. Best engine for £40 and a trophy. It's Kevin Moore with the Woolwich Coupe. Best radical car for £40 and a trophy is the Squash Dimp from D. Curtis. Best in show for the scooter boys in street class is Living on the Bread Line, Nick Stevens. There's one more award for these scooter lads, and it's best club display, and it goes to Hull Scooter Club. I don't know what to expect each year with these All Street Freaks at Rattlers. They come back with more and more good stuff, and the stands seem to be getting bigger than car stands. Best bike in show for £75 and a trophy is the Harley Davidson of Dave Sims from the Rattlers. Best car in show for the 1990 show is Graham Sanderson's Model B. Two-wheel display, club display for the 1990 Doncaster Custom Motor Show for £150 and a trophy is Hull Street Freaks. Best club display is It's Rainy City Cruisers.
Now, Mr. Mayor, you opened the show today. You've just been round. What did you think?
Well, I think it's marvellous, actually. I'm amazed. I didn't realise there's that many people and that much work putting into the cars.
It's
They're worth coming to see.
It's a great boost for Doncaster itself, isn't it? A show like this.
Certainly, to hold something like this in Doncaster, to get us well known as well. I believe this is the 13th show they've had here, and it looks as though it's a success again, despite the weather. Yeah. We're hoping it's fine tomorrow, so more people will come and enjoy the show in its entirety, not just for what you can see, what you can get, or anything.
Is this the first time you've been to one of these?
This is the first time I've been, yes.
And you were impressed with what you saw?
I'm very impressed. In fact, I've just promised them I'll come back next year and have a look round as an ordinary guy, you know.
The question is there any plans to actually change the official limo for one of these cars?
No, not at the moment. Not at the moment.
Not this weekend.
No, we're Paul Capsey, so we can't.
Okay, we just grabbed hold of a member of the public who've come out today. What did you think of the show?
Oh, it's been great. Smashing, really has.
You spent the full day down here?
Yes, we have, yeah, all day.
And in fact, come down despite the rain?
Oh, yeah, every year we don't miss it.
What sort of things have you spotted down here? Because there's much more than just cars, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, there's things for kiddies, you know, rides for kiddies and stalls, and gives you opportunities to buy parts for your cars and interior carpets for cars, bikes, you know.
A good family day out. This has been Doncaster Show.